Welcome to the City of Rocks. This morning we're passing through New Mexico. We're just south of the old mining town Silver City. This is a place my grandparents brought me, and they would ask me questions like, how long have these rocks been here, and how were they formed? There are 6 places in the world like the City of Rocks in New Mexico. It's a very unusual formation. Folklore is that giants used to live here, and that these were their chairs and tables, and the indentations on the top of them were where they were sat for long periods of time. Some scientists believe that volcano over there erupted 34,900,000 years ago and left these large deposits of volcanic ash, and that over 34,900,000 years eroded and weathered and sculpted these amazing monolithic formations. Some of them are 40 feet high, and in between there's cities and alleyways, and it makes you think that it really was a city of rocks. I think erosion and weathering are much faster processes. I don't believe these rocks could be here for more than many thousands of years, much less a million. Most geologists believe that any exposed rock weathers at a rate of 50 feet per million years. So if anything, this is not older than a million years. Also, we've seen how brittle granite is, how it breaks down into quartz and feldspar. I don't think that these rock formations could last this long. But think about it. If you have time, come visit. Scoop a handful of granite, sand, and ask yourself, could these really last millions of years? How did they get here? I often think about the radical transformation of the eruption of Mount St. Helens. That was a fairly recent phenomenon. The top of that mountain is completely changed. That's not millions of years old. That's a relatively recent event. Maybe something occurred here. I'm not sure. This is definitely a peculiar formation. And like I said, if you have time to come visit, this is just south of Silver City in New Mexico in the Chihuahuan Desert. The nights are cold, the days are hot. Weathering is a real phenomenon. As you think about these things that I'm bringing up, critically think about them yourself. But be careful not to make an attack against me. That's an attack ad hominem. That's where you take a personal attribute, maybe the way I'm talking, or the way I look, or maybe even my character, and that's how you argue against me. That's the weakest form of argument. Argue against whether you believe that erosion could take this long. Argue about mass wasting, and whether, just like the formation of the Appalachian Mountains, maybe something similar occurred here. Or erosion. Maybe you believe that an erosive process is much more slower than I'm saying. All of these things can be argued, and they can be talked about intelligently, and we can come to our own conclusions. But remember, millions of years is not based on observation. It's based on assumption. And I think it's wrong. Have a great day.